Hello everyone, welcome back to the TCF Sport Podcast. My name is Ben, as ever, joined by my brother Stephen. Speaking too quickly, how you doing? You okay?
I'm good. Hello everyone.
It's my natural introduction.
I know, you have to look at the camera and I just look at you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's still better than... Do you remember there was a little bit of time, and I will go back to it at some point, that I was promoting the podcast where I was just speaking to camera, speaking to camera. Often I would write a script for those, and James would take the mick out of me, saying, "Is somebody holding a gun to your head while you're speaking?" Or that was it. BBC news presenter is what he called me. To an extent, I understand it, because when we speak like this, we're doing it naturally, isn't it? There's no script or anything like that. Sometimes, outline.
No, there's an outline. Yeah, it's not a script.
But when I was watching myself back on those, it's just, it's a little bit forced, maybe. I don't know. But
did you think you were selling Huel? I wish I had Huel in 2000s.
I'll never forget.
I would have broken Rare's, both of Rare's ankles.
I like Huel.
Not just the one.
Do you know where you can go to promote yourself as well? LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Doesn't need to promote himself, does he?
Ads though, innit? Ads for their very successful podcast, of which we are not.
Yes, but they do have considerable financial backing, don't they?
Yes, yeah. Well, success is relative, isn't it?
And they're already famous, so, you know.
We enjoy doing what we do. So
yeah, exactly.
Clips get some decent views. Anyway, let's come to other off-the-pitch issues. Starting with what you messaged me the other day about Arsenal being a disgrace. So, take it away. Why are Arsenal a disgrace?
Their transfer business has been diabolical so far. Absolutely diabolical.
Is that specifically what the Arsenal disgrace is about?
No, the Arsenal disgrace is the Partey news. He hasn't had his contract renewed, and 2 days later, as if by magic, it comes out that he's being charged by the Crown Prosecution Service for, was it 2 or 3 counts of rape? And
it was
touching?
5 counts.
5 counts of rape.
5 counts of rape, 1 count of sexual assault, taken place between 2021 and 2022, with the allegations made by 3 different women.
And that's allegations that have been made in this country as well,
yes, in the UK, yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't expect him to be sacked because he gets arrested, because we've gone into this whole route of cancel culture. As soon as someone has an allegation against them, they're guilty. But when you're getting charged, that's basically being told, we have enough evidence to have a belief that you did this, and you need to be judged by a jury of your peers. And the fact that I haven't seen any statement come out from Arsenal saying, we was aware of this is why we've not renewed his contract, we don't want to associate with people like this, we supported him after he'd been arrested, blah, 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 and allowed the correct authorities to do whatever they need to do. Nothing, absolutely nothing.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the reason why they didn't renew his contract anyway. They didn't renew his contract because they couldn't come to an agreement on the financial offering. Arsenal wouldn't have predicted that he was going to be charged. They would have known everything going on with the case. They would have known everything that would have gone on with the case. But why would we have then gone into contract negotiations with Partey? Back in April, it was announced that we were trying to renew his contract. So...
Yeah, but do you think that had they renewed his contract and this came out, do you think they'd have still kept him?
No,
I think potentially
no.
I would have done.
Well, they might have still kept him, but there must have come a point where he would have been suspended, because then I was reading a couple of articles, because I knew that you were going to bring this up when prepping for this podcast based on the message the other day. And one of the articles was in terms of Arsenal's handling of it, because you can argue that innocent until proven guilty, hence why Partey was allowed to continue playing. But at the same time...
He wasn't charged with anything, so that's what I mean.
Yeah, but there has been precedent set by other clubs. There's examples throughout the years of some players being suspended by their clubs when such similar charges as Partey have been brought, before the charges have been announced. So, they've just been suspended as soon as the allegations have come out.
Well, elephant in the room, the main one's Mason Greenwood, isn't it?
Yeah.
But... Was he? I can't remember. Was he arrested?
I think he was arrested.
But I'm pretty sure she withdrew, didn't she? Because they're still together. But it was the fact that she put pictures and the recording on social media, so he was judged by that. And Man United was like, "Oh, no, okay, that's it, done then."
Yeah. Because the debate. I mean, I remember the debate going at the time that after the case was withdrawn, whether he could be integrated back into the squad and be allowed to play for Manchester United again. But part of it was also the whole public opinion side of things, that you're going to stadiums that fill out every week, what do you expect the reaction to be? So I think that obviously factored into their decision.
I think if social media wasn't around, he'd have been integrated back in. And it'd only been stick from the main media, which wouldn't have lasted too long because something else would have been flavour of the month, which would have sold the papers. So
but then so your initial criticism of Arsenal, and I'm not saying right, wrong, everyone's entitled to their opinions. Do you think that he should have been suspended then when the news first broke? Because the news first broke back at the start of the 2022
No, I
don't
think he should have been suspended, because that's that cancel culture, isn't it? You've been arrested for something, someone's made an allegation against you. You and I can make allegations against each other all day long.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Until you've got the evidence. But they would have been keeping tabs on him. Do you think they're going around like Nigel Pearson, head in the sand?
Yeah.
Like, hello Thomas, how's it going today? What did you get up to last night, pal?
Well, considering Partey had constant contact with the police throughout the whole process, again from the article that I read, it specifically stated by The Athletic as well, so it's a reputable source, that Arsenal, as you've mentioned, knew what was going on for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But you mentioned my point about seeing things through a football prism. It does almost feel like that. It was, did the club then continue to play him? Well, one, innocent until proven guilty, but because of his importance to the team, that side of things, I don't know.
Yeah, I just think it's been handled pretty poorly, and the fact they've still not come out and said anything, and then like, oh, but we've signed Zubimendi now, and oh, we're looking at this, and suddenly that's picking up traction.
Honestly, if you want to be even more cynical about that, the sign Zubimendi, the announcement, the Gyökeres move, the Madueke move, all of which we'll come to in a little bit, but that's a very...
Another Chelsea reject.
Yeah, quick flurry of transfer news. Is that a distraction straight away?
Of course it is.
The only thing that Arsenal have done, again from the article that I read by The Athletic, is as soon as the news came out, they took all information about Thomas Partey off the Arsenal website. So private acknowledgement in that sense, but no statement, nothing.
How magnanimous of them.
Yeah. And when you think about previous things, I noted it down there, but do you remember the stuff around Mesut Ozil, in which before he was ultimately let go by the club or came to an agreement to do with his contract, he was quite vocal in criticising China because of their treatment towards the Uyghurs in the specific region.
We don't want to be political.
Yeah.
But remember, classy club Arsenal, classy.
Yeah, classy
they
club.
Put a fox on their black armband when there's a helicopter crash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Disgraceful.
Yeah.
Using Arteta's words from that Newcastle game a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, it's a disgrace.
Absolutely disgraceful.
Give it another thumbnail. It's a disgrace. My Drogba. I always go to Drogba.
Oh, Drogba.
Yeah. We'll come to Arsenal again in a little bit with the transfer news and transfer talk, but I guess we should get on to some on the pitch matters or some actual football now. But you messaged me for 2 agenda items about the Club World Cup, starting with Jurgen Klopp's statement. And I didn't see Kave Solokol's reaction, so take it away.
Kave Solokol went on a rant basically teaching you how to suck eggs. And I'm going to put it in a very basic nutshell for you. It was, if you don't watch it, don't watch it. That's basically what he was saying. But he was then almost ranting about it for 10-15 minutes. And then he was saying, oh yeah, the European clubs don't like it, but all the other clubs think it's brilliant because they think the European clubs with the Champions League and everything take over and all the best players go there, and that's not the case, and they're getting to showboat their stuff and etc. etc. And you're just sort of thinking, if Sky had the rights to this, there's no way you'd be there on the screen saying, if you don't watch it, don't watch it. You'd be hyping it up even more than what you are.
But him saying, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it, that sounds like a criticism to what Jurgen Klopp said. It wasn't.
But he's not going to criticise it because he's out in the United States promoting it, isn't he? Missing his daughter's 15th birthday, apparently, from what he said on Sky Sports News.
Kave Solokol.
Yeah, unless she was out there with him. But I just, when you're just like, get a life. I know we do this because we enjoy talking about football and watching football and that sort of thing, but.
Yeah,
but when I say like teaching you to suck eggs, you could go out for dinner, you could do this, you could do that. It's like, really? I just sit in my room, swaying backwards and forwards, waiting for the Premier League to start.
Waiting for the next decent football to come on.
Waiting for you to give me an update on who Chelsea have signed next.
And it's gone. Season's gone, done. By the time he finishes talking.
Did Dad send you the picture of Chelsea's team bus for next season?
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of a Breaking Bad meme now. He can't keep getting away with this. Like, how? Seriously, how?
I don't know. And I come back to the point about PSR with Chelsea, that they are able to spend the most amount of money. But since Todd Bowley and the ownership group come in, they've spent over £1 billion. Now, I know in that time, and last year...
$1 billion. Gajillion.
On what? On what? To have a front three of Delap, Pedro Neto, and who would be on the left side? It's not going to be Mudryk, I know that much. It's like, what? It's a Faguzi, it's a Fagazi.
Honestly.
Okay.
Honestly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently they're earning about 61 million from how far they've progressed in the Club World Cup.
I think the winners will make 100.
To be fair, the best thing to come out of the Club World Cup is all the Liverpool fans memes, like keeping an eye on Trent Alexander-Arnold, how bad he's doing.
It was the Simpsons.
Did get him at the back post.
It was the Simpsons meme that I sent you the other day.
The telescope one, that was genius.
Minute 12, misplaced pass. Minute 61, let his runner go.
Minute 72, lost the man at the back post.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I haven't watched any of it, to be fair. I've been keeping up to date a little bit with the scores, but as you say, as much as we're football fans, it is quite nice to have a break from football at points. And I get the interest in the tournament from other continents. It's been nice to see, especially the Brazilian sides do well. But personally speaking, not interested in it at all. Go on.
But you're going into a World Cup season as well.
No, I know.
Like you say, so when they look, like you've already said the point, when they look jaded in the World Cup next summer, which is in America, and if they're now doing this every 4 years, it's always going to be before a World Cup season.
Yeah.
I think it'll be scrapped. If the quality of the World Cup is off, it'll be scrapped.
It's FIFA's money making machine, though, I guess, but I don't know how much money they're making from it, especially considering of the
I thought
at least
FIFA
in
was
the
supposed to be
UK.
non-profit.
Funny joke over there.
No, they're supposed to be a non-profit organisation.
Non-profit, but today I feel rich. Considering in the UK side of things, there was no major fight to broadcast it. I think FIFA or Saudi Arabia, I can't remember which, basically had to pay DAZN, or DAZN, who have the rights to it, did some sort of deal with them, because nobody else wanted to take it. Nobody else wanted to take it. Yeah, I don't know all the ins and outs. I saw a clip from another football podcast, and there was a guy talking about that, and he was basically saying, yeah, because no one wants it, it's like, it's dodgy as anything. I mean, apparently there's been some games on Channel 5, but again, not watched them. Working our way back to the point about players looking jaded or injuries coming out of it, Musiala.
Yeah. Donnarumma was upset with it. He was trying to get both his ankles.
Well, he's broken his leg and dislocated his ankle from it. I haven't seen the collision, but the players, both sets of players, look distraught. But it's just that thing again, though, isn't it?
It's one of those things, yeah.
What if you weren't playing?
But now he's going to be out for the first half of the season, isn't he?
4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
And those injuries, even when he comes back, they're not.
It's another 3 months on top of that because of all the movements. Your body, it's the muscle memory, but all the different little movements you make when you, as you know, being a football player, when you come back from an injury, especially a long one like that, your body has to catch up with all your little changes of direction and everything. So,
yeah. Well, I always remember the video of Tyrone Mings. It's a slightly different injury, but he did his ACL. But then his recovery video, him on some sort of machine working his legs, and the weight difference, the muscle mass between one leg to the other, because he hadn't been doing any exercises, because he couldn't do any exercises on it. Yeah, chalk and cheese.
No walking on it.
No.
Yep.
But for Musiala, because of how good he is, and he's still only 20, 21 years old, even though it feels like he's been around for ages because of how quickly he broke into that Bayern Munich team. Yeah, it is a shame, especially when you think, is the tournament even worth it?
Did you see Thomas Müller giving the business to Harry Kane?
No.
So I saw a clip. I don't know how true it is because I didn't hear it. But when Harry Kane was being interviewed post-match, obviously they lost to PSG, didn't they? 2-0. Müller's apparently shouted out, "Don't worry, he's not used to winning trophies."
Well, he's leaving, isn't he? So he can say what he likes. No, the only thing that from Kane that I did see in the game, which I thought was, well, Kane and Marquinhos, to give them both credit, when Musiala was down, because obviously the pain that he would have been in, straight away they were both there just not doing much in the medical sense, but trying to comfort the lads, just being there. And yeah, that sort of thing is necessary. And
yeah, okay, Jamal.
Stop spitting in my face.
Medics are coming on.
Right, let's move on to some Premier League bits and pieces. Before we come to transfers, a quick bit about Brentford. Because Thomas Frank has gone to Tottenham, as we talked about on the last episode. And they have since appointed Keith Andrews, former Blackburn midfielder, so has Premier League experience. It's a case of wait and see, really, on that one. On social media, the reaction has been utter woke nonsense, appointing a set-piece coach to lead Brentford. But they've appointed from within. With Matthew Benham, who's their owner, they use they're data and statistical led. So it is, I would argue, trust in their owner.
He gets on base.
Exactly. Trust in their owner, first and foremost. See what happens next season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't panic.
No.
He's highly thought of, apparently, in the Brentford ranks. So give him a chance after 17 games, see how you're doing, and then go from there.
Yeah, especially...
The big thing for them will be how they replace who's leaving.
In a positive swing, I know that United are still interested in him and might go in for another bid, but there is... From what I've read this week, and Mbeumo said that he's quite happy to stay at Brentford for another season if a bid doesn't come in that Brentford want to accept. He's still got, I think, 2 years left on his contract, hence why they'd be able to keep him. That would indicate that if you've got that sort of quality, they would then increase the odds that they're going to survive, which is the main thing for next season if this summer is as big an overhaul as what is happening, losing your manager, losing a few other players. So, yeah, wait and see what happens next season.
Yeah, interesting.
They can keep him. Let's come to transfers then. Starting with United, players out of the project, according to, Ruben Amorim would have made the decision that had been announced. I mean, it's kind of public knowledge, or had been public knowledge before they made the announcement, but Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, Anthony and Malacia all been told that they need to find new clubs this summer. Any thoughts on any of those? Would you have any of them at Arsenal with your Arsenal cap on? Yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised about Garnacho, really. Although he's a bit tapsy sometimes.
Bit taps.
Both hot and cold.
There's also, sorry to interrupt, there's the disciplinary sort of things as well, because after the Europa League final, sort of he said something in public or put something out in public for the Europa League final that he had basically played all of the majority of the minutes that got them there, and then was benched for the final for Mason Mount. Didn't come on until about 13 minutes left.
Yeah,
so.
Not great. And then was pictured wearing an Aston Villa shirt with Rashford's name on, wasn't he?
I didn't see
there was something on TalkSport. I can't remember who was slating. I saw a clip, basically just saying how unprofessional and schoolboy is being. So yeah, there's disciplinary behind the scenes. So on that side of things, I can understand it. But from a playing perspective, he's got a little bit of quality, and he's just a bit of a rough diamond, isn't he? Really. So.
Well, he's still only young, isn't he? So.
Yeah. But I mean, there's an attitude and arrogance about him, but sometimes you need that, don't you? It's just how that's channeled.
And if you can back it up on the pitch.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, his goal against Everton shows there's talent there, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Out of those who would I have at Arsenal, I'd still give Rashford a roll of the dice, and I'd probably say I'd give Garnacho a chance, but the rest of them... Malacia, is he the left back?
Yeah, who was injured for about a year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, Malacia's not bad either. But surprising.
Yeah, I mean, Malacia, because he had shown a bit of, I say promise. He was consistent for his first season under Ten Hag, but with all the injury issues. So it's surprising that he's been lumped in with these. I don't imagine it's because of an attitude problem or anything like that. It's just a quality issue, I guess. Or because of Amorim's system, who knows. But whether they'll be able to get rid of all of them because of the wages that they're on, especially the first four, Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho and Anthony, wait and see. It might be another case of loan deals, especially for Rashford, where United have to supplement wages.
I've seen things saying he dreams of playing for Barcelona or something.
Yeah, I'd dream for playing for Barcelona, but...
I'd dream of playing for Yeovil. That'll do. £2,000 a week there, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe when they were back in
If you want a backup goalkeeper for £500 a week...
Third choice.
I know some card tricks.
I was about to say exactly the same thing. I was going to say exactly the same thing. Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. But Barcelona have financial issues themselves, so would they be able to pay Rashford's wages? Who knows?
I don't know. Or
Who
maybe
knows?
go for the love of the club.
Yeah.
Like Kudus Torre that time, he went for the love of City. I mean, it's not because they double my money, it's because I love them.
Yeah. Chelsea have signed Joao Pedro and Jamie Gittins from Borussia Dortmund. Obviously, Pedro from Brighton. Don't imagine I don't really know a great deal about Gittins before, besides the fact he came through City's academy, I think, and is English and is young. So we'll see how he does next season. It is another winger that they've signed, though. But Joao Pedro for £50 odd million, I think.
60 million, I think,
60
wasn't it?
million.
Yeah.
To me, is a little bit strange.
Had their pants pulled down.
Well, by Brighton. Brighton, I think, now have taken over...
1 billion.
It feels like it. I want to say 300 million for transfers and for buying out Potter and all of his staff to come across as well.
And didn't they get the
right back.
Dan Ashworth on it as well?
Oh, the sporting director.
Sporting director, yeah.
I don't think it was... Was it Dan Ashworth?
No, that might not be Dan Ashworth, but there was two of them, weren't there?
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you sit there and go, Todd, why didn't you just buy Brighton?
I haven't got a clue.
I mean, I'd be pleased because they'd be relegated if they bought Brighton. Because they'd ruin them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but for Brighton's side of things, it must just be... They've come in for another one, lads. Off you go.
No, we're not selling Joao Pedro. We don't want him.
It would be like the old Wolf of Wall Street, and they're all in the background.
We can consistently make you money.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's what it feels like. But I mean, on his quality, he's a decent player, don't get me wrong. But it feels like the majority of his goals last season came from penalties. Yes, he still has to stick them away, but disciplinary issues as well. There was an elbow that he didn't catch the Brentford lad. It might have been Norgard, but he should have been sent off because that was just nasty, in my opinion. There's a couple of others. I think he got sent off maybe at Newcastle, but either way, there's some disciplinary issues there, which is what a lot of Brighton fans have said, that
they're probably not that worried by it. I mean, was it his second season at Brighton last season?
I think so. Yes. Yeah.
Right, and you sort of think so. He's done 2 seasons in the Premier League, maybe got 12 goals, a bit more than that,
and quite a few from penalties.
I'm surprised they didn't sign Welbeck really, because he was more free scoring than Pedro, wasn't he?
Well, last season was the first season Welbeck got into double figures, I think. In the Premier League
he had a real good purple patch, didn't he? First third of the season.
Yes, yeah.
I just don't get it. But you look, Sanchez, Cucurella, Caicedo, and now Pedro.
It's definitely over 300 million because 100 million on that was Caicedo alone. So
100 million was Caicedo. I think it was 50 for Cucurella.
Yeah.
60 for Pedro. Sanchez may have been on a free.
Or yeah, I can't remember.
So did he refuse to play from towards the end of that season before he left?
Potentially. Maybe it is only 200 million then. But still, either way, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, if you say 60 for both the fullback and the striker, you're still looking at 220 because 100 for Caicedo.
Yeah, and then it was at least 10 for Potter and his backroom staff. So you're looking closer to 250. That's what it is. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Their business plan now is, right, who can we get that'll look good for a couple of seasons that Chelsea will want? Can he be Brazilian?
Pretty much. Yeah. Young, yeah. And what does that mean for Nicholas Jackson now as well? Because they only signed him 2 seasons ago for decent money. I'm pretty sure he was given a new contract at the same time as Cole Palmer that extended his contract by another 7 odd years. So he's on that long a contract. They've now signed the Lat. They've now signed Joao Pedro. 2 players that are strikers. He's not going to start.
We're playing 4-4-2. 2 up top, it's going to be.
It's Todd Bodie. It's 4-4-3.
4-4-3.
Oh, mate.
5-4-2.
I ain't got a clue. I've not got a clue.
Is it not like ice hockey where the keeper can just be rushed?
Well, proof will be in the pudding next season, really, won't it?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but long may it continue.
Well, Enzo Maresca's got a job on his hands. Sort of in a squad.
But even when you look at all their attacking options, you look at it and you go, it's average, like mid-table to top 7.
Well, it's not
top 8.
For the money that they spent, you'd be expecting them to challenge for the Premier League. So
they got Champions League last season, didn't they?
They did get Champions League last season, yeah. Just about at the end of the season. Let's come to Arsenal before I talk about a couple of other transfer rumours. So we have been very active in the last few days and also since we last recorded. Norgard looks like it's pretty much confirmed. Zubimendi has been confirmed. We've also been linked.
What position does Norgard play?
Holding midfield.
So it's only 2 holding midfielders in Zubimendi and Norgard.
Yeah, so Zubimendi...
I suppose because Jorginho... Okay.
So that's what it is. So Zubimendi is a replacement for Partey and Norgard is a replacement for Jorginho, which when you look at it specifically on the Norgard sign-in, through that prism, I don't mind. You're signing Premier League proven quality.
Yeah.
He's not going to start every week. I get your point, which you might make later on, which I'll agree with you on Madueke, that those signings aren't necessary to push Arsenal on, but you need squad rotation, squad depth, leadership skills, Premier League experience.
Yeah, but when you play the likes of your Burnleys and your bottom half of the table, those players should be good enough to come in and do a job, and that's what Norgard should be.
Yes, yeah, and he has that experience.
Madueke, I don't have a Scooby what that's about because I don't think he could come in and do a job. But there you go.
No,
it's going to be like Sterling, isn't it?
I don't understand where it's come from all of a sudden, because we were linked with Eze, who I think would be a really good signing, but at the same time, I want a different profile of winger. Not that I really consider Eze a winger.
He plays more centrally.
Exactly.
I also would like him to stay at Palace and, do Palace in Europe for a season. As much as I'm an Arsenal fan, a little less after this week, but no, I'd like to see him stay at Palace.
Yeah, and see what he can do.
Yeah,
if they can keep
in Europe,
the majority of their squad together.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for what we need, most importantly, is a striker and another winger, or 2 strikers, as you say, but at least 1 striker and another winger. I want that winger to have a bit of pace, because only with Martinelli it feels like, or Martinelli is the only player that seems to have pace and will want to run in beyond. If we sign another one that has a bit of pace and will run in beyond and can play on the left more so than play on the right, which is... Well, I know Madueke can play both positions.
Who's the Spanish lad? Atletico Bilbao.
Well, he's just signed a 10-year contract with Athletic Bilbao.
Oh, wow, has he?
Barcelona wanted him. Nico Williams is his name. Barcelona wanted him. It seemed like that move was going ahead, but there was an issue with Barcelona, as usual, working out if they could afford the deal with La Liga. And in that time, Nico Williams announced that he was signing a 10-year contract with Atletico Bilbao and is staying there. So... But Rodrigo is the one that has been mentioned. He can play both left and right, I think more so on the right. Okay. But he would be a signing that would also kick us on. Madueke only seems to me like it would be cover for Saka.
I said it on the last podcast, I'd say it again, I don't want any more Chelsea rejects. It's bad enough with Azar Balagola.
I quite like the signing of Kepa just because it's in a similar ilk to Norgard, in the sense that it's cover and he can do a job if we need to do a job.
I question his mentality, because he's gone to Chelsea. He's gone on loan to Real Madrid and he played. He's played at Bournemouth and now he's happy to sit on the bench at Arsenal.
He didn't really play a great deal at Real Madrid. He started to play.
Injuries. He started to play because of 2 injuries, didn't he?
Yeah, but then Lunin came in and Lunin was very, very good and they stuck with Lunin. So, because he was the keeper that saved the penalties at the Etihad when Madrid knocked City out of the Champions League when they won it.
And he was technically 3rd choice, wasn't he, as well? Because Kepa was supposed to be ahead of him.
Yeah, but when Kepa came back from injury, I don't think he really got another look in after that. So,
which again is worrying, really.
Yeah. That reminds me, I'll come to the comment of the week. Comment of the week in a minute. The last thing on Madueke that I wanted to say, we have Nwaneri. Is Nwaneri not of a similar type of player that we could develop by giving him more minutes in that position if you want to rotate? Please. He's come through the academy.
Is he stalling on a contract, maybe?
Well, so Miles Lewis-Kelly has signed the new deal. We've speaking to Nwaneri about a new contract, but again, as reported by The Athletic, it seems that Nwaneri wants to stay. There's motivation from the players' side to stay. So, yeah, give him more minutes. I'd rather him play more than us go out and sign Madueke.
Yeah. There's an argument to say he's shown a bit more in the Premier League than Madueke as well. But I watch Arsenal more than I watch Chelsea. So
well, besides
the Wolves game away?
Yeah. How many really strong performances has Madueke had?
But I'm even thinking about the ability to get the ball cut in and shoot.
Yeah, because
Nwaneri showed that he would do that a little bit. I haven't seen that from Madueke.
Well, he's done it a couple of times, but then also I could point to a couple of examples where he's cut in and missed the target from positions that are easier than Nwaneri. Before we move on to a couple of transfer rumours that have come to other Premier League clubs, I just wanted to shout out the comment of the week from PD94CFC on TikTok, you'll enjoy this one about Kepa. You saying that Neto was a better shot stopper than Kepa. His reply was JFK was a better shot stopper.
Wow.
So my response to him was, you have definitely made it on our fault next time we record. There you are, sir. Not that I think you'll be watching this, but there you are.
Yeah, but you can clip it.
Yeah, I
You
can
can clip comment of the week.
I can clip comment of the week.
And put his thing in. He might get a few more followers. He also might get a bit of hate, which we don't condone, by the way. Don't want that. Wow.
Good jest,
JFK was a better shot stopper.
He was a Chelsea fan by his thumbnail as well.
That is good.
Yeah,
That's the banter I'm here for.
Right.
That'll make the real, sorry.
2 more transfers. Kyle Walker to Burnley. Have you seen that one? City's Kyle Walker.
Yeah, I've seen it. And that brings me nicely on to, we need to sack these transfer reveal videos off. Like, it's just, I just don't get it. Like
Burnley are notorious for it as well. I haven't seen it.
Don't get me wrong, some of them are funny and it's like, oh, that is clever, but it's like, whatever happened to just putting out a tweet of we've signed this player?
Yeah.
It just, again, it's more how many likes can we get, how many retweets or reposts or whatever, and how much money can we make from it.
But transfer news especially feels like that. As much as we're talking about it now, I do miss the days where it would just be the reporter stood outside the ground with all fans around it, that you would wait to hear on every single word that they said because you didn't know anything until they'd said it. Now everything is at the touch of your fingers on social media, Fabrizio Romano included in that. It's just, everyone knows everything all the time and there's no surprise.
But the video, now it's like, it's a done thing all the time. Like even Zubamendi on Sky News, they was showing the video like of the reveal and it's like, I don't care, just... Whatever happened to having a picture of the shirt and signing the contract? That's fine. That's enough.
Yeah.
Stop this silly nonsense. I don't care.
Don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You're boring. You're all boring.
I don't think you're alone in that when it comes to...
I know.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Even when they do it with loan signings. Please, get a life.
Should have done it with Kim Kallstrom, come to think of it, shouldn't we?
He was a great loan signing. Scored a penalty against Wigan.
I know. His only action.
Yeah.
Apparently he failed his medical because he was injured, which I'm not really sure how we managed to sign him after that, but different rules for loan signings, who knows. Yeah. And Kudus to Tottenham is the other one.
I mean, he's not really... He looks like a sharp player, but he's not really lit it up, has he?
So last season...
I forgot you were talking about the player then, actually, to begin with. I thought you were just saying Tottenham had done something good. Kudus to Tottenham.
Kudus.
They won a trophy.
Didn't even think of it like that. Yeah. Last season, West Ham struggled in general, so I think the only player that had a decent season, besides some of the young lads that they brought through, Ollie Scholes, particularly left back, Jared Bowen was the most consistent player.
Yeah.
But Kudus the season before his first
Ariola
season...
was consistent.
Consistently. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first season Kudus had at West Ham, which was 2 seasons ago now, was very, very good.
Yeah.
So there is a player there. He still is only 23, 24 years old. I was surprised when West Ham went for him in the first place because I thought he would have gone to a so-called bigger club coming from Ajax, because he did well at Ajax too, especially in Europe. But I personally think it would be a good signing for Tottenham. Put it this way.
If he's left-hand side, though, that's Son's position.
Yeah, well, I imagine Son started to get phased out last season. You could also play Son through the middle, but you got Solanke there.
Yeah, I mean, you do need 2 players in every position, don't you? But
yeah.
Does he kick them on a bit better?
He starts on the right-hand side as well. Put it this
Over
way.
Johnson and Kulusevski?
Kulusevski, to me, plays in the middle now. Because he's mustard. And
Or
I'd always say
behind
it's
the striker?
mustard. Yes, yeah. Because he can get on the ball, or get on the half-turn when he gets on the ball. I'd rather have Kudus than Madueke at Arsenal, put it that way.
Fair enough, yeah. I'd agree with that comment.
Yeah. Lastly, something else that you messaged me. England look good. you sure about that?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but it was dross from what the bits I did have and see and read about. And then we lost to Ivory Coast?
Senegal.
Senegal. At home.
At Nottingham Forest, yeah. City ground.
Oh, yeah, but...
Yeah,
game.
in England. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it wasn't a home game for Senegal, was it?
No. But are you talking about just the last couple of games, or are you talking about since Tuchel came in? Not that I'm apportioning blame, but to me it doesn't feel like...
The last couple of games, I don't even remember his first couple, but the last couple of games, even a style of play. Who did we play before that? Andorra?
I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was Andorra because we labelled to a 1-0 win.
Oh my God, that was awful. I watched it.
Yeah.
And 0-0. And when Roy Keane... So I switched it back over for the second half. just to see the score. Because when I was watching the first half, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'd rather watch Wimbledon tennis. And yeah, Roy Keane was basically saying, oh, it can only get better. Oh, I wouldn't be panicking yet. And when he's saying things like that, you're just like, well, that tells me what sort of half of football it's been. And yeah, to the Labour to one, is it because they're jaded? Are they tired? I just sort of think, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, but when you then also look at...
I'm surprised he hasn't called back Emil Heskey, really.
Well, if he's given Jordan Henderson call-ups, yeah.
Well, you know.
When you look at...
Rob Green, we're getting the band back together.
I still remember the 2010 World Cup, wasn't it, against the US? Like it was yesterday. Gerrard giving us the lead, and then, Rob Green from Clint Dempsey, wasn't it? Awful. When you consider, I know what your thoughts on the Nation League tournament is, but the two games that were played, the semi-finals, in which Spain 5-4 against France, and they were just going hammer and tong at each other, and then it was Germany against Portugal in the other fixture, and again the quality by comparison to us, it's like chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
On paper it isn't, but when
well, we just look at the names and go, oh, look at all that quality, but that's his job to get the best out of that quality.
Yeah,
but when you're calling up players like Henderson, I just don't get it.
No.
I honestly thought it was a joke. I thought he'd done what Mike Bassett had done and written his name on the fag packet. Sorry, a cigarette packet. Why have we got Benson and Edges? They're from the lower leagues. Yeah, but I think I can do a job.
Well, I know he was injured for the last round of fixtures, but I'll come back to it. Adam Walton should always, at the moment, be in the squad ahead of Jordan Henderson. And he wasn't from when he was fit in Tuchel's first squads. What is it all about?
Who's picking the squads then? Because we changed the manager. If it's someone else completely different picking the squad, then what's the point?
Yeah, if he's going to pick the same players that Southgate picked.
Might as well just left Lee Carsley in there.
Well, he did a very good job for the under-21s.
Well, I mean, 2-0 up, almost effed it up.
Hey, the fact that it got to the final.
I like what Harvey Elliott did though at the end.
Oh, that was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was absolutely brilliant.
The goal, it was good header as well to win it, the winner.
Yeah, it's
but
great.
I mean, they could have been 3-4-0 up in the first half. Did you watch it?
I watched up until we were 2-0 up, but I was keeping up to date with it on BBC Sport, and then I watched extra time.
I mean, the second goal, the keeper, Jesus Christ. Have you seen the goals?
I haven't seen all of the goals, no.
Oh, my God. And then there was another one, I think, when I was 1-0 up. Who's the striker at Birmingham?
Jay Stansfield.
Yeah, the guy tried to square it to him instead of shooting, and then had a go at him because he didn't get on the end of the pass. And it's like, you're 10 yards in front of goal. I know it's a little bit of an angle, but have a shot. Like,
yeah.
That keeper, he couldn't catch a cold, honestly.
The England keeper you're talking about? Or the
German keeper, but the England keeper wasn't much better
but
either.
the German keeper made a very good save, again, from what I heard, at 2-0 to keep him in it. So.
Yeah, but you should have seen the goal he conceded to 4-2-0.
Like
I say, had they taken their chances, they could have been 3-4-0 up, put the game out of bed. Outside. Put the game outside, put the game to bed.
Yeah. I mean, the fact they got to the final in the first place, especially with some of the players that were missing, so Liam Delap would have been called up and would have been the starting striker, but he was with Chelsea at the Club World Cup. To retain the trophy, that is a genuinely positive thing that we should talk about. As much as we've been criticising England, the senior team, the under-21s deserve a lot of credit. On that note, I think that is a good place to end. So thank you so much for joining me. You shall hear us and see us on the next one.